welcome to a brand new promo. I say it's a brand new promo. They've basically just renamed Road to the Knockout / Road to the Final from previous years. But today, we've got UEFA Primetime. Incredible. Absolutely incredible name for the promo. It is releasing at 6 o'clock. Just like something else. Collection Book. Episode 2 is going live at 6. Now, there were some players that I'm 99% sure I've used, but I couldn't figure out exactly who they were. So we might have to reuse some people over the next few weeks, but that's fine. I also made a bit of an error. I decided to put some players into some Evos without really checking whether any of them could be properly chained. Ben Nelson here. If I had instead put him into Ghostly Guardian and then into Phantom Fullback, he becomes like a 90 rated FUT GG rating card. I think he goes up to like 84 with really, really good stats. But it is what it is. Never mind, everybody. Never mind. We are getting an 86 rated Carranza with 5-star, 4-star with pretty nice stats. 90 composure as well, by the way. And then pretty good playstyles as well, including Enforcer. So, yeah, we've got some Evos to do at this stage in time, which is fine, right? It's fine. They're not crazy. We've also been topping up our objectives. SBCs, I need to very quickly check if there's anything that expires. Oh my god, they've done it! I don't know if this is new today, after the server maintenance that went on for like 7 hours. You can press the left stick in on SBCs and sort by new. Although it does put your favourites to the front. Oh. I don't really understand why it would put completed SBCs to the front when sorting by new. That seems a bit stupid, but I guess once you get past the first couple of pages, it's then sorted by new. And then you can also press it again to sort by expiry. So if we then go to the front, it's still going to have our favourites and then ones that we've already completed. And then it will show who is expiring the soonest. I mean, I don't really understand. Like, surely the whole point of a favourites tab is that has its own thing. Whereas when you have it sorted by expiry, surely it should just disregard your favourites, but it is what it is, I guess. Hope you're well. I am doing good, thank you very much. Beza, hello. Do I like Kunde? Kunde is great. Wither, thank you very much for the insane generosity and support of the 44 months of membership on YouTube. That is insane. So thank you for your continued generosity and support. You are amazing. Am I doing Umbuemo? I highly doubt it. I don't see the point. Hero88 or Brian, Player of the Month? Honestly, don't do either. Wait until 6 PM, see what SBCs we get as part of the new promo. Ad, hello, how are you doing? Thoughts on Ginge going on I'm a Celeb? Sick for him. I don't really care about the show. I haven't watched it properly since Jimmy Bullard went in and then got evicted early, even though he was like the most entertaining person in there. So it's not going to make me watch it, but it's cool to see more of that kind of trajectory for people. What's happening later on FC? The UEFA Primetime promo. I've uploaded a TikTok of every single card in it if you want to see them all. Hope you're doing well. I am good. I am good. You're a United fan, so you're doing Buemo. He's just not insane, is the thing. M and Folsey, thank you very much for following on TikTok. You are incredible. No, the maintenance already happened for like 7 hours. And I'm assuming that it is now sorted and you can play a game if you want. I haven't checked, but let's have a look. Yes, okay. So earlier, you could only look at stuff on the menus and do SBCs and stuff like that. You couldn't play any games, but it looks like that is now sorted. Please stop spamming, but hello, hello, hello. Like the team. Thank you. Although the team is actually slightly different from that. We're going to run Benzema and use him instead of Miss Pina. And we're going to see today whether his 99 pace, after all of this maintenance, actually feels like 99 pace. Because previously, it most certainly did not when we used him in the tournament yesterday. And in some rivals, actually, as well. So, yeah, hopefully that has changed with all this maintenance. I mean, we'll see. Let's try him out. Gula in November. Yes. Do you think that the power curve is like last year and everyone's got 93 rated players? Don't really know what to say to you. Regret not doing that Gula. Yeah, he's really good. Patry is very, very good. Which is one of the reasons why I've held off on not doing that Busquets. But we'll see what comes out today as well. See if we get anything in our packs, etc. And then maybe I could be tempted to do him. There's just better players available now. There has literally always been better players available than Arda Güler. So I'm not sure what you mean. He was never the best card in the game. So I don't really understand your point. Holy. It's always Pepsi Max. Alex, hello! You say game is dead. If you think that, then I don't know why you'd watch a stream of it. Just don't play it. Play stuff that you enjoy. That's always what I advise people. If you don't like something, just don't interact with it. And then you'll see less of it. Oh my god, this is a horrible start so far. That was so optimistic. Charlie, yeah, but who really cares? Like, would you rather them work on, like, gameplay fixes and changes or a slight graphical issue that doesn't really matter? I'd go for the first one. Just think there's better cards more available now. Yes. I don't understand your point here, sir. If I wanted to spend 300k on a cam, I could. But I don't. So I won't. There are always better cards. Doesn't mean that you think that you need to get those better cards. If you like a player, you can use them for as long as you want, because that's the point of the game. Otherwise, everyone would have exactly the same team, exactly the same formation, and it would be boring as hell. Oh, what a block. And this year, with the power curve, you can have cards in your squad for longer, which is beautiful. 99 pace! I mean, he did feel a little bit quick there. Have EA actually said what the maintenance supposedly done today? No, of course not. They never say that. It's always just for stability. They never... Ooh. They never really give any more details when it comes to the maintenance. Which is kind of mad, considering 7 hours of maintenance. There's got to be, like, some specific reason why it's that long. But I would say the more frustrating thing is, why do they always do the maintenance at that time? Is that not really, really weird? Like, the time that the majority of your player base is available in, like, Europe, why don't you do it overnight in your main player base time zones? Like, from midnight till 7 a.m. or something like that. You don't know time difference for Canada, but could that be normal working hours? No! That's what I was about to say as well. It's the opposite of normal working hours. Because that would mean they're like, I don't know, let's say anywhere between like 6 and 8 hours behind. Right? That means that the maintenance is happening overnight where it's happening. And so if it started at, like, when did it start this morning? 7 a.m.? That means it's starting at, like, midnight over there. Very odd. Very, very odd. Oh, man. That was slow. Right, let me quickly scroll up. What do you think of the patch? Nothing's really changed in this game, other than being able to jockey better in defense. After they sort of reverted the technical dribble, basically nothing in this gameplay has changed since day one. In terms of just a standard attack and defense from something that comes from open play. It's basically just faster jockeying. Everything else feels the same. Gary comes in with the membership. Thank you very, very much. Not long now for 40 months. Things you love to see. Hell yes. Thank you for the long-term support. You know it makes a big difference. And anyone and everyone that ever comes in with anything like that, you will always, always be valued very highly. Oh. No! Isn't Waymo SBC worth doing? No. Just started Sun and Moon, the end is near. Nice! Coming against a lot of Evo teams now. Yeah, which is... It's sad that I didn't look at Evo chains for my Ben Nelson before putting him in one. Because he looked so good. Oh, first opponent is good. You keep losing in Div 6? It's hard. Do you enjoy Carragher on this game? Yeah, he's good. Vancouver's 8 hours behind us. Well, there you go. So, maintenance started at 11 p.m. for them and finished at... What would that be? 6 a.m.? Bizarre. Did you do the icon silvers on squad battles? Yes. Yeet, hello, Masab. I am doing very well, thank you. I hope that you are good. Connor, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone is having a lovely time. And Beza, thank you very, very much for the resub on Twitch. Again, all of you guys that come in with subs, members, whatever it is, depending on what platform you're on. Man, I thank you so, so much. Oh, the AI tackle. BS! You fancy me? Well, you know what? Sure, I guess it's never a bad thing. Unfortunately, though, I'm not single, so It'll just have to be a crush that can't be acted on. Sorry. Hoop. Oh, it was supposed to go to the other guy. Why is our first opponent of the day seemingly pretty damn good? I don't like it. I don't like it! Yeah, Carragher and Van Dijk will potentially be switching for Marquinhos and Koundé once we can get our hands on that Rodrigo. Just doing objectives on squad battles. Nice. That is not where that was supposed to go. We've had a fair few passes in this game. Not quite go where I've wanted. What's happening? What is happening? What is happening? We completed like one of our last 10 passes. This is bizarre. Finally. Wispy, it's not. Make a run! What are you doing? And then the AI just comes in and tackles me, even though that shouldn't be a thing! Stupid, stupid second man press nonsense. You can't do it? Well, maybe you should try. Oh my god, this is a horrible first game of the day. This feels like the last game in Champs level of competitiveness. Goodness me. Jace, thank you very much for following on TikTok. I appreciate you. That's not who I aimed. Oh, that still, after like 4 patches, my biggest gripe with the game. When I tap LB or RB, it does not do it for the person that I'm aiming at for some bizarre reason. It's really frustrating. Trying to trigger a run. And, oh, get out the way! And it just does it on a different player. Stop only controlling your CDMs, EA, please! You've got to do something about people that play like this. It shouldn't work. It's so frustrating. This guy just holds on to Frankie de Jong the entire time. Oh. It needs to change. Just play the game. Oh, sorry, I wasn't playing. I'll play now. Is this better? Or is this exactly the same as what I was doing before? You're going to have to help me out here. He's tried to kick me. 99 pace! It's not enough! It's not enough! People are hoping that after the maintenance, these 99 stats would feel a bit better. So far, feels exactly the same on Benzema. King, it's tough. This is Div 4. This person is obviously above Div 4. Just from the, like, toolish way that they're playing. You can tell. But yeah, we got promoted back up once after the double demotion from the season. I've not played enough to go all the way back up yet. Ah, the pace! Rivals feels hard this year. Yeah. It's just... Oh. Get it out the game! It's such BS. Such a stupid game mechanic. It's just so dumb. Oosh. Oh my god, way too much. I thought that aiming it just to the right of the wall there would have been enough to try and get it top bins. Needed to go way further. I support Leicester. The vlog from our latest game is up on the Footy channel, as is our newest FPL video. The AI tackle goes huge. That was optimistic AF. I should not have gone for that. Gameplay currently quite bad in your opinion. Seems heavy. I mean, this is only my first game, so I can't really comment on it. Especially when you're in a game where you're up against someone that is one of those guys. Okay, Marquinhos, his AI defending has been unbelievable. Is this why all the pros say he's the best centre-back? And why all of them used him? Is his AI just broken good or something? The amount of times that he came in with a tackle when he wasn't being controlled was crazy. Crazy! But yeah, Leicester. I5. AI defending is way too high currently. Yeah, it's one of the problems that the game has, in my opinion. I'd say there's a couple, right? One, if I press one of these buttons to trigger a run, please can it work? Really, really frustrates me that it doesn't. Two, the fact that you still have certain game mechanics in the game, player locking, and those stupid professional tactical foul things, neither of them should be in the game. In terms of the core gameplay, I think the biggest problem that we have is AI defending is too good, so people can just control a defensive mid, hold second man press, and that second man comes and tackles your player. For me, I've explained my thoughts on second man press for years and years. I think it should be as simple as this. If I hold RB for it, or R1, whatever, for a second man press, that player should get closer to you. They should never tackle you. Right? Unless you literally run into them, right? You just sprint and walk into the player, sure. But if you are stood protecting the ball, the AI should never be able to tackle you. I think that is one thing that should change. And I also just think that AI defenders in general should react a bit slower. So if you do like a skill move or something against an AI-controlled defender when you're playing online against someone, a lot of the time that skill move is completely pointless because the AI reacts instantly, just like they would if you're playing squad battles or career mode or something like that. So what's the point in doing a skill move unless you are up against a player-controlled defender? I think that's a bit silly. And the same with like dribbling and different pass types and stuff like that. The fact that the AI respond immediately to everything means that so many things in that regard when it comes to dribbling and skills and stuff just don't work. Which is why people are having so many problems coming up against people that, in this scenario, I run around with Patry the entire game and just hold RB and hope that Van Dijk and Carragher do everything. That is such a prominent problem right now because the AI defending is too good. So I think in terms of core gameplay mechanics that need altering, Again, I think certain things like the professional fouls and player locks should be gone. But let's ignore those. And in terms of core gameplay, I think you just need to tone down AI defense. Right? Whether it's a second man press or just in general. I think it needs... You need to put more focus on manual defending. Which is one of the reasons why, even though it is the meta thing to do right now, is play a formation with 2 defensive mids and run around with those the entire game. I don't want to do that. 1, it's boring as hell. But 2, my hope is that that doesn't stay effective the entire year. I hope it gets changed. Now, that might not be the case, but we have to hope, right? Griezmann at Cam with Pina and Benzema up top, so good. This Benzema, he's good. You just don't feel the pace properly. What's the team that's coming out? If you want to see it, I uploaded a video of every single card. There's 43 that are going to be in packs. I uploaded that. So European cards are today, yes. Agree with all the points. All defensive skill / reading your opponents gone. I wouldn't say it's gone, but I would say that it's not as necessary or important as it should be. So, like, you can have a moment where I switch to Carragher, and instead of keeping him in his position, I make a bold call to pull him out of position because I think they're going to pass the ball there. And then I read it perfectly, and then I start a counter-attack. That's really satisfying as a moment. But you don't need to do that because you can just play it really safe and let the AI do its thing. Alan, thank you very much for following. Same with United. Thank you very much for the TikTok gift as well. Second man press is 2 OP. Yes. Josh, just today or in general? Where did we get to? You think the biggest issues is balancing AI defending as in 1v1 FIFA. You can't control all 11 players at once. Yep. There needs to be an element of AI and not the brain dead movement we had at the start of the game. But see, you say this, and I've seen a couple of other people say it. What do you mean? Because at the start of the year, AI defending was still good. I don't understand what the change in AI defending is that people think has happened. To me, it's exactly the same as it was at the start. But now people are just utilizing it more because they know that they can by just holding onto their DM. And second man press is becoming used constantly in every game that you play, whereas previously it wasn't. Like, I couldn't at the start of the year dribble past AI defenders easier than I can now. It feels the same to me. I feel like I've had the same problems since day one of if someone is good at utilizing AI defending, they're going to be a real pain to play against. And I feel like any and all of the patches that have come out, that hasn't changed for me. So what did you think at the start was different? Did all your Rivals games last night? Got it out the way. The only downside to doing that is then if you play Champs, you've then still got to play more Rivals to get your points to get back in Champs again. Hope the stream is good. Josh, thank you very much. Yeah, it is. How about yourself? How is yours? You're really looking forward to this promo? It looks good. It looks good. You say the game is so unplayable. In what sense? Latest patch seems sluggish. The patch that happened like last week? Or what? At the start of the year, you could walk through teams regularly scoring 7, 8, 9, 10 goals a game. Now, even when you're clearly better, it's 4, 5 max. People holding their DM, you could walk past centre-backs. Even if people held the DM, the centre-backs were statues. See, I just can't really agree with that. I don't know whether that's because tactics have just changed and people have got better with it. I feel that just wasn't happening. But again, you're at the very top end of divisions and stuff, so maybe you have a different experience than me with the game. Like, obviously, I do come up against some top-level players, but not every single game that I play am I up against the absolute sweats and meta and everything like that. And so if there are things that feel like they've been tweaked, then maybe I won't feel it in the same way. Jordi Alba's really good. Do you like... I do not collect Pokemon cards. It's just way too expensive of a hobby. No. We need to win on Saturday for sure. I think if we don't beat Norwich, Marty's gone. Even with your AI grievances aside, this is still comfortably the best modern FIFA. Oh yeah, I agree. Like, even though I have some problems with the game, most notably AI defending being too good and second man press being too good, this is levels above what we've had for years and years and years. So yeah, I agree. And again, I still think that there are a couple of other mechanics that you wouldn't call core gameplay mechanics, but they exist that I think should be removed. I know that they're talking about nerfing or removing goalkeeper movement, which I don't really think is necessary. But sure. But yet you're keeping player locking in. You're keeping the professional fouls in the game. Why? Like, the professional foul... Like, people have problem with goalkeeper movement because for some bizarre reason, people think that it isn't a skill to be good at goalie movement, and it's not a skill gap, even though that's exactly what it is, because it's manual. It's nothing to do with the AI. So I never really understand that argument, but people want to see that removed, but there's no clamour about getting rid of the professional foul, where you can immediately, 100% of the time, press a button combination to bring down your opponent, rather than at least having to try and like slide tackle them or foul them or whatever properly. You can basically teleport from a couple of yards away to the opponent and drag them down. Never get sent off for it. And it doesn't matter whether that player is... I don't know, like, how small are... Who's my smallest midfielder? Like, Kachawi is 5'3". She, by pressing those buttons, can immediately, without any shadow of a doubt, bring down 6'4", 93 strength, bruiser, Van Dijk. How is that a good mechanic? Stupid. Shouldn't be in the game. Shouldn't be in the game. Jay, it can be frustrating. Playing elite rival scorelines, there was clearly a defence issue. Now it's back to 1-0, 2-1. Attacking isn't as easy. Mad 'cause bad, the Deadeye defenders made you think you were better than you were. But do you not just think that people adjust to the game and get used to it? The meta gets figured out, tactics get figured out, abuse of certain mechanics gets figured out, and so therefore, games at the top go back closer to what everyone's used to? It's better to slide, you can't lie. Then what? Do the thing that automatically brings them down? I don't understand. What's not entirely true? I don't know if you're referring to something I've said or something someone else has said. What buttons? I can't remember. Josh, I disagree. Do you not find Griezmann's stamina is awful? I haven't had issues with stamina on any card in this game. No. Maybe that's because pace doesn't really matter as much this year. So, if it did, then someone with like 99 pace, like for example this Benzema with his boost, with crap stamina would then just be dead at the end of the game because he's been doing these mega sprints. I don't really have those problems, to be honest. Dion, thank you very much for following on Twitch. You're a legend. For those that don't know, we are currently live on TikTok, which of course is a vertical format. And its own unique one. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, which is all landscape, horizontal format, standard, what you would expect. So if you have a preference for which way you'd like to watch it, there you go. If you want to help me out for free, you can watch on Kick, and it's basically identical to Twitch. It's just green instead of purple. And you will basically be helping me monetarily the most by watching on Kick compared to any other platform. So if you don't care where you watch and you basically just whack it on like full screen or put it on in the background anyway, why not do that? Why not do that? Right. I'm actually going to... What have we got? We've got 2 hours... Let's do... Oh, you know what? Actually, you've seen this video now. So let's see just how dreadful we do in most likely going out in the first round of draft with the team that we built for the Top Swaps draft episode, which was absolutely dreadful. By far the worst draft I've built on this game. I simply don't understand how it ended up being as bad as it was. Crazy. I can't remember who was in what position either. Did we have Koulibaly starting? Probably. And then Wijnaldum up front for a little bit more chem? Maybe. Like, is this not the worst team you've... Like, this could be a FIFA 16 draft. It's that bad. I honestly, I don't understand how we ended up getting something this dreadful. Can any of you guys play centre-back? You can. It's one more chem. So, here we go. Surely we go out in the first round, because if not, our opponents should probably just uninstall the game. Because, I mean... Wait, Thomas Asante can surely play up front, right? Yeah. He does lose as 2 chem. Maybe we bring him on for Wijnaldum. So at least then our other players... Oh no, the only chem we're losing is on Wijnaldum. So we might as well start the better player. No, you should go and check out the video if you haven't already. But, like, the concept of Top Swaps draft is you go through position by position and you read out a stat. And then you randomly choose each other's player of the 5 picks. If you have the higher stat, you choose the player. Right? If you lose, you have to choose the worst one possible. But even when I was winning, I was getting crap players because look how many picks here. It's not as if, for the majority of these, I had 4 icons and then a non-rare gold. They were just crap. So we're most likely going out in the first round, but it is what it is. Let's see, shall we? Do you agree with the idea of playing the formation you find fun over meta rat tactics for max wins? Hell yeah! I should be doing a watch-along for the Liverpool-Man City game. I think City win 3-1. Oh, Thomas Asante, what a start. That's Hullet right there. That's Lauren James. Oh, good God. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, offside, just? Oh, my God, it must have been so close. He's got Gareth Bale as well. I'm going to be outclassed in basically every single position on the pitch. I'm just going to have to play really well. We're also in a 3-5-2, which is a formation I haven't touched on this game for good reason. I feel like it's surely going to be absolutely dreadful. De Bruyne! No! Our one pretty good player. Oh yeah, Haaland gets at least a brace. Or does he? Or does he just not do anything and we captain Gabriel in FPL instead? Oh! Scary times. Right, okay, it's happening. Couldn't agree more. Hell yeah! Games are not as enjoyable when all you're doing is caring about winning rather than enjoying. Now, of course, to a certain extent, winning can bring enjoyment. But on this game, when you play thousands of matches per year, a win doesn't really bring you... Like, a single win on this game is irrelevant. It's not going to bring you joy or anything like that. It's just another game. Oh. Tierno Barry. Dear God. It's the worst draft strike force of all time. Oh, Jesus. Right, come on. Run, Barry. I know you're not getting many minutes for Everton right now, but surely you understand what a forward run is. Oh, this is just utterly painful, isn't it? And he's offside. We'd actually done the defender as well. Can Sunderland break the streak? They can, but won't. We're thinking our game. Don't even know who you've got. What do you think of Rob Edwards? I don't really understand why people are getting annoyed at him. As far as we know right now, he hasn't done anything. Right? Was it Wolves were interested in him? Borough then said, no, you're not allowed to talk to him. But unless I've missed a part of the story, it's not like he's then said, no, I want to talk to them. So I don't really understand why anyone's getting upset over a man doing nothing because a club is interested in him. So I don't get it. I don't get what the outrage is about. I know that you cancelled the press conference, but that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean he's gone, does it? So, as of right now, there is no information out there that I've seen to indicate that he's, like, pushing for a move away or anything. So, I just don't get it. Feels like people are jumping to conclusions, and I don't get what... Well, it's the internet, so that's why. It just seems stupid. Go on, Castiles. Why have I just tried such a risky pass? It's cost me potentially the game. Got Burnley. Pfft, I mean, 6-pointer. Can confirm Barry does not know how to make a forward run. Oh my god, Koulibaly's just a big fat blob. I mean, we knew it after the draft finished. Like, the last video I recorded with James, doing a draft video, I then went and won the draft with the team I used. This one, I had a feeling that I wouldn't get past the first round, and yeah. One look at the team and you can see why. Oh my god, we've got a goal though. Do you get the UEFA players for free in FC26? No? Unless you do the objectives to get the objective cards for free? I'm not... No. There's loads of cards that are going to be in packs. $95 pays 2. Surely goes into the new Evo 69 rated. Absolutely no idea. The only Evos that I know about outside of like Leicester ones are the really popular ones that you come up against. For example, that Rashford was everywhere, right? The 84 one. Yeah, betting on something like Sky Bet when it comes to manager markets and transfers and stuff like that means absolutely nothing. I could go and put a 10 grand bet on a manager to go to a club that is currently 5-1, and they could suspend betting. The markets are that volatile on those kind of selections. For example, after one tweet from John Percy saying that Gary O'Neill was the favourite for the Wolves job, he was in advanced talks about returning to the club, he became the favourite on all the betting things. And then a tweet like 3 hours later said he'd removed himself from the process. So none of those things matter at all. And as I say, right now, I simply cannot understand the outrage over man does absolutely nothing. It's baffling. Ages despite him saying he's not taking it every interview. Yeah. It's bizarre. Oh, Castiles! Massive save! Is there still a tiny chance that with this absolute... I mean, the exact opposite of my opponent's God Squad team. Mine's the bargain bucket of draft squads. We are still in it. Only one goal behind. With 30 to play. No! What an interception! You can't even blitz your way through Div 5. Ah! See, this defence is just non-existent. There's just nothing I can do. If they get a good through ball on the go, I'm conceding. God, I've even got a hero that feels like crap. Tieno Barry. Ah! Ekatike, have that! But yeah, you shouldn't really be able to blitz your way back through the divisions because you'll probably come up against a lot of other people trying to do exactly the same thing. If you left it for 3 weeks and then tried it, sure, that should be a different story. But you have to remember the Champs weekend that just went, a lot of people wouldn't have played their rivals because we got given the points to qualify. Oh, how has she tackled me? She was the wrong side. Oh. And then I've just passed it to them. I think the dream is over. If they score here, it's absolutely done. We need a goal now. No, just no one on the team has any pace in offense or defense. I mean, we've absolutely, like, barged into Vinny there, but it doesn't matter because he's still a million times quicker than my player. And so we can't get the ball, despite the mega barge. Oh, man. Oh, that was just stupid. Trying too hard to just be direct to start our attack. And now he's just going to run backwards with Hullet, and there's nothing I can do to stop it, because it's the most OP defending method in the game. Right. There's a chance. They've messed up. 12 in-game minutes to get an equaliser. With the trash squad. Or are they going to time waste, even though they're against the worst draft team they've probably ever played? Look how slow everybody is. Oh, this is horrible. Oh my god, it's in! What a goal! What a goal! Exactly how I played it in my mind. Riyadh utilising the defender there. Using his environment like the player that he is. Oh, goodness me. No, you had to play it inside the defender there, not outside. That's why I specifically aimed it there. Get out the way, you idiot. This is it. This is it. No way has he kept that in play as well. Barged me and did that at the same time. You're going to have to kill him. How has he missed the man and the ball? Shep, no, I've not been on holiday in a very long time. Damn. Okay. Joey Barton found guilty of 6 counts of sending grossly offensive social media posts. Only 6? Wow. Appenders extinct. I mean, I don't even know who you're referring to. That centre-back. Wow, he completely ignored the cancel of the skill move there. That's bizarre. I think I've cut my hair. I mean, I'd like to... I could find out, but it's a lot of effort. Riyadh! It feels like I've cut my hair once in like the last 6 months. Previously, I let it grow longer to see if I liked it, and then I just couldn't be bothered. Big save! And lately, I've also just not really been bothered, but I need to do it. I need to do it before I go out tomorrow. That's the plan. But I need to either make time this evening or tomorrow morning. Oh. Oh, Barry, you are just so crap. Well, I appreciate the kind words. I don't like it how it currently is. The sides are too long. Way too long. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have time tomorrow because of, again, going out to... No! Obviously not to the moron that's offside! Oh, game! I wanted it to the other moron. Holy crap, what is Nor's stamina? I only just... Look at him! Oh my days. They got a red card! Ekatike! He's off! The scumbag! I wish it was a Barry Evo. Instead, it's just his base card. Although, look at him go! Oh, imagine he got... No, he's just so crap in every single way. The main question is, and most importantly, does the girlfriend like it? Yeah, she likes it when it's a longer trim. But the sides are too long. Like, look at this. That should not be able to come out that far on the side. Fair enough, the top, sure. But not the side. So I need to try and cut it. Again, either tonight or tomorrow morning. And instead of doing the exact same trim that we've done ever since I started cutting my own hair, when was that, like 5 years ago? We're going to go ever so slightly different. Oh my god, it's his moment! Barry! No! No! No, we are in the first round of the draft with a team that we... unfortunately ended up building as part of the video that I recorded with James last week. It's the worst draft I've probably built since it got introduced into the game as a game mode in FIFA 16. It's that bad. Oh no. Kill him! You'll see it after this game. Somehow we are... still in it in extra time against a god squad. Hullet, Bale, Vinny, all of these cards. And yeah, we've got Tieno Barry up front, alongside informed Thomas Asante. Go! No! Oh, man. What is... I need to see Nor's stamina after this game. Castiles! No! He's so crap. Oh, the dream is probably over. Barring a last-minute miracle. But Nor is just completely and utterly dead. Oh, Koulibaly is the slowest man that's ever lived. Kill him. Should be a yellow. Oh, it's going to be a red. A lot of the time on this game, it is a yellow. Go, everybody, go! He's got Enforcer Plus. What am I supposed to do? You're time wasting with a god squad against the worst draft team the world has ever seen. Have some shame. Have some shame. That was nowhere near a yellow. In every other FIFA and FC game that's ever existed, yes, it's a blatant red. This year, though, straight red cards are pretty damn rare. Even for stuff that is blatantly a red. Gary, yeah, you still get that feeling even when you do your own trim. It feels good afterwards. Have the shower afterwards, it's great. I mean, we tried our hardest, but yeah, we're up against Bale, the Special Ekatike, Vinny, Frankie, Hullet, Lauren James. Was that a special card? Can't remember. Theo, Asensio, Engen, Kimmich, Allison. Our team, for those of you that weren't blessed to see it, was this. Oh, what a squad. What a squad. Stop complaining, you melt. I can't remember the Gary Neville. I've just been called a melt. Something like that. On a live stream. That was good. I'm not sure what you think I'm complaining about. We were having a good time trying to compete with a God squad with this team. But sure, the world's a negative place. So, yeah, we were having a right old complain throughout that game. Deary me. But there we go. There's the team. And yeah, someone said Noor was 77 stamina. I mean, by the end of normal time, he was basically completely out. Let alone after extra time. Mental. Right, did we get very lucky and get a draft token? No. Damn. FPL team locked in? Nice. We'll open these up now. There's no point saving them for 6. Oh! I mean, you're just... That's just mean. Why are you mocking me by giving me one of my draft players? That's disgraceful. Right, get rid of them. 3,375 coins from pack 1. Huge. Silver pack. Oh, 82 pace. You were speaking about how better his players were, where in reality it doesn't really matter and comes down to ability. To a certain extent, yes. Which is why I just went to extra time against a God squad with a 3-5-2 worst draft team built in nearly a decade. Yes. If we swapped teams, I would have won that game about 15-0. They were not good. Yeah. But there are limits to how far you can go with a team and a formation up against a significantly better one. I'm assuming... Oh, Okay, fine. Just been called a melt. Thanks for that. There we go. That's the one. It's a good one. We got anyone that sells Sudamericana? Yeah. So you know what? For going out in the first round, especially now that draft rewards are worse, it could have been significantly worse. And I mean, we'll keep those in the club in case I need them for any SBCs or whatever. Oh, Libertadores. I didn't even realise. Well, you can go as well then. That's actually gone okay. So whilst we didn't get the draft token, we did still get some stuff back that's got us a little bit of other... We made back at least half of the entry fee. Which is not that bad. Alex, it can. It can. Sadly. What was I about to check? I can't remember. But we've got a milestone done. Oh, it's a pitch trophy. Huge! With a card design that's not found. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that. That might come across as complaining. I love that not found card design. Oh my god, it's beautiful. There was something that I was going to do, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, that was it. So the plan is tonight / tomorrow morning. Normally, when as I say, I've cut my own hair for God knows how long. Somewhere between 4 and 5 years at this point. And normally when we do it, we aim for... I don't know, like a fade like that, right? Is what we normally end up going for. Just standard. I don't know if I've got... like that kind of thing. It's what we normally go for when I do it. When I can be bothered to do it. But this time we're going to try this. It might look dreadful, but I'm going to go for it. And if it does end up looking crap, or like the layering or whatever just doesn't work, then we can always take that and go back to what we normally do. It's a very easy fix. You just take that line and take it across, and there you go. As if you never even attempted that. So that's what I'm going to try. And we'll see how terrible it ends up looking. Benzema's okay. What formation for a casual that seeks fun with this game? My one. My one. I would like to use a draft token to enter. Yes! 4-1-3-2, I guess. Can we move that like centre mid so that they push further forward? Maybe. I don't use tactics. If you're a casual that's looking for fun, you shouldn't be using any of those kind of tactics. That's when the sweat creeps in. Right, okay. So this is the kind of card that I'm going to get mine upgraded to. Although I swear it might be Intercept Plus on the other one. And she has +2 in like pace and shooting compared to this one. It's going to be really good. Right. Ari Kuehl. Is that a modern day mullet? Yeah. Exactly. Sorry. How have you got in here? Would she be good enough for Cam? She doesn't really have the pace or shooting for it. Van Basten. I don't know if I've used him this year. I'm going to take Harry. Right, we need a very, very good player here. Yeah. Okay. Cheers, game. Cheers. Right. Ayarzabal. And then another banger next to him. Oh, okay, Mia. Right side. Whoa. Ooh. Now we could take Jude here and then move him to that centre mid position. And then hope that I get someone else that can play on the right side on the bench and reserves. I'm going to do that. Patry. Okay. Not bad. Alex, that's pretty sick, to be fair. What a man. What a header of a ball he was. 4-3-3 holding. I don't know if I've really tried it. If only he was still at Barca, that'd be such good chem. Sometimes neat. Yeah, as I say, I'm going to try and create that, but I don't know how it's going to look. We'll see. Quadrado, Alex Scott. She's going into the jungle. She get English chem. Yeah, let's go with her. White World Tour Evo to hope keep the 99 dribbling. I don't know why anyone thinks that these 99 stats are going to stay. It's not going to be a thing. It ain't gonna be a thing. David Soria. Yeah, let's go with that. Team that's pretty much in insolvency. Oh dear. That's not great. Got Saliba, Koundé and Vidic. What would be the duo? Well, you could use Koundé at right back if you want. He's still good there. My answer to those questions is try all of them out. And then you have the answer to your own question. I might prefer different things in my players to you. So, you know what you like. Test them out. It's not as if you're asking a question between like 20 different players. Give them all a couple of games. See what you think. Wouldn't be the first EA mistake. Ooh, okay. As much as I would love to take my queen, I mean, look how many positions she can play as well. 99 defending too. We do have Nunmenge, and we currently have a non-rare 0 chem centre-back. So we're going to have to take Beckenbauer. 8 chemistry. My God. 80k. That's insane. Pack 400k Bruno, bit mid though, don't like him in game. I can't believe he still costs that much. Crazy. I mean, Yuri Bachiche would get way more chem. So there's a world where we could start with this and then sub on Nuno Mendes. But, main thing, we need a right mid. I mean, it's better. It gives us 5 more chem. It's not quite the level of player I was hoping for. Luca Bacchio. I mean, on his special card, so good. Nice. That's pretty sick. Ooh. I haven't used that one yet because there aren't really... I imagine I'll probably have to put a Leicester player through another Evo and then into that one. Literally anything else would have been great for her in midfield. Yeah, but that's great for her in defence. Or at left mid, to be fair. Right. Do you want to give me any good players in the reserves? I mean, that's a little bit better. Can he play on the right? No, he can play on the left. Harry Kewell, I don't know what positions that card has. I have a feeling it might be left mid, left wing cam, but let's quickly check. It is left wing, left mid cam, unfortunately. I mean, unless you can randomly play right mid, no, of course not. Let's just take him. I mean, I could do that, but it really depends on what else we get. Just not much. Not much at all. Mercy. Oh, Vinny, you just don't really help me out. Unless we take you instead of... Why can a Yarzabal not play right mid? Or centre mid. That would also work. Then we could have put Jude over there. Oh. And again, Gula can't play centre mid. He can only play cam. Otherwise, that would also work. Foden would... I mean, he'd get English chem. And Prem. He'd get at least 2 chem. Oh no, he'd get 3 chem. Foden. I think. It's then how much does that drop everyone else's? We could put in Bachiche and then sub on Nuno Mendes, and that would sort of make up for the loss of the Spanish. I think we do that. That loses us 2 chem. But then, if we bring in Bachiche, that gains it. We're at full chem. And then we can sub on Nunmensch. Okay. One huge player to end it off? No, of course not. The draft seems very stingy right now. Bit annoying, really. Any good left-footed centre-backs? I have no idea. Centre-backs are one of those positions where I just... Like, if you asked me to name left-footed centre-backs that play football, I would struggle to name them. Because even though I probably watched or have watched them hundreds of times, it's just never something that really comes to mind. Because I'm not really paying attention to it. It's not as if they're going on like this crazy dribble all the time, where they're going through 3 people every single game, and so you're like, oh yeah, they're comfortably dribbling with their left foot. Most centre-backs seem to be okay passing it on either foot, and so I just don't really know. It's a hole in my knowledge that I'm not sure is worth the effort to fix. Ooh. If we take you, could I then start Nuno Mendes on 1 chem? And that would be ever so slightly better, but no one else would lose chem? Yes. Okay. We'll do that then. Instead of bringing him on 0 chem, he comes on... He starts with 1. Built a Job Evo chain on both Footbin and FootGG. Both sites are showing identical playstyles. So one is different. The final playstyle, confused. Unsure who's right. I would have no idea, I'm afraid. Mickey van der Ven, only one comes to mind because of his dribble the other day. What are my thoughts on Nelson versus Middlesbrough? He was good. Yeah, he was good. I thought the back 4 was solid. To be honest, Okoli did well. Out of position. And yeah, Nelson and Vestergaard were fine. Your friend's doing Leicester past or present. Looks pretty decent to do. Yeah, like, it's frustrating. Earlier, I was looking through the Evos, and I was just playing players into them. I wish I had seen... I needed to scroll 1 page further down, and I would have gone past Okoli, and I would have seen Nelson being able to fit into this Ghostly Guardian. Oh, it's so infuriating, because I can't really put him into anything after this, Okoli. Nelson, I can, but look at how good this Evo chain is for him. If I had just been a little bit more alert to it, we could have had this card. Phantom Fullback, Ghostly Guardian. Where is it? Phantom fullback. Oh, I think there might have been... Oh, and the Portuguese one. Portuguese backline Titan. Now, it would have been expensive, but look at this card that I could have had. 84 rated. Jockey, block, anticipate, slide tackle, and bruiser. 82 pace, fine passing, good reactions and composure for that level of a card. Solid defending stats, amazing physicals as well. 3-star, 4-star, can also play at right back. So I'm a bit sad that I've missed out on this, and instead I'm going to have a 71 rated. If I get rid of this one, then I can get this card, which is still okay. But compared to like a 90 GG rating and stuff like that, the defending is way lower. He doesn't have anywhere near as good play styles. It's a shame. It is a shame, because that would have probably been the closest to like a meta card in the team. But oh well, it is what it is. It's fine. Van der Ven, Botman, Lissandro Martinez. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you could go for Van der Ven for your team. Oh, but you've already said that. I mean, you know what? I believe the beauty of FootGG means that we can search for these exact things. So we can go to players. We can go to centre-back. And I believe you can choose strong foot, left. Here you go. Here are the highest GG rating. See, look. Man, he'd be as high rated as all of these. It's crazy. So frustrated that I missed out on it. But it's not as if I'm using that as my main team all the time, so it's not the end of the world. I'm sure there will be many other Evos that come out that he can fit into. He's got such a good like set of base stats to be like well-rounded upwards. So Hanko, Vasquez, Cabal, Chiellini, Krejci, Van der Ven, Pacho's left-footed. Carlos Augusto, if you've got, if you're heading towards level 25. Calafiori, if you did him. Gvardiol. Bastoni, Schlotterbeck, Hincapié. So, you do have options. Not absolutely tons, but you do have options. Oh, goodness me. I'm really tempted to just go and start this and just get the side of this done. Do I recommend us doing it if we can? What, the Nelson Evo? If you're using that team all the time, sure. Sure. Because he'll be up there with the best Leicester Evos you can do right now. Why did your Bahoya lose 99 stat? Because you put a cosmetic on. Maybe because he's no longer a Scream card. So won't get a 99 stat upgrade. So, ironically, people may be having the opposite effect to what they thought. People thought that they could put a cosmetic Evo onto someone that had a 99 stat and they keep it forever, when in reality they might not even keep it for a second. You say mind the gap, Leicester City. Unfortunately, you've chosen the wrong person to say that to, because I couldn't care less about any team other than my own. And I would actually wish you well on your roads to the Premier League. So, yeah. Wrong person. Or wrong type of fan. I don't have any negative or positive thoughts about any other teams. Let me very quickly, overall, just in case there are any others that didn't pop up. Inigo Martinez, Acerbi, Greenwood, Ake, Murillo are all left-footed as well. Aguerd, if you did his his SBC previously as well. Have I ever hate-watched? No. I don't know how clear I can make it. I don't care about any other team. Leicester and Barcelona are the two teams that in my lifetime I'm going to care about, positively or negatively. I think anyone that spends a single second of their time caring about something purely negatively is a weirdo. There are obviously times where I would watch a game hoping for a certain result, but that's because it would benefit my team. Right? I wouldn't call it a hate watch. I would say that I'm watching a game hoping for a result. I'm not hating on a particular team. I would just rather that they lose because it would benefit my team in that scenario. For example, in a group stage of a tournament, like the Champions League or whatever, or if you're pushing for promotion, you obviously want the teams that are around you to lose. Nice Spanish accent. Yeah, you do have to be from an area to care about that team, to be fair. Those are the rules. Those are the rules. Barca is a jump. Yeah. But the reason I have supported Barca now for 22 years is because of one man. The man that made me fall in love with football. Bosch. He came and played us in a friendly in 03. Got a standing ovation off the pitch. I then wanted to watch a lot more of him. So I watched Barca and then ended up caring and eventually supporting. But of course, it will still never come close to the love that I have for Leicester. So when I went and watched Leicester v Barca in Stockholm, of course we wanted Leicester to win, and that would always be the case. But Barca are a team that I have held dear to my heart for over 2 decades now, which is mental. Oh, right, let's fix this problem. Accidentally applying this stupid kit. So yeah, those are the only 2 teams I'll ever give a damn about. The only other exception that would ever change that is if, for whatever reason, my current very, very happy relationship with no issues ends, and then a future partner is a fan of a different team. I would then obviously have some kind of interest in that team because I would want them to be happy, and you'd have a connection there. All right, England. I mean, England aren't a team. They're not a club, are they? So obviously, I want England to win everything. Too far? What? To care about something that your partner cares about? That's just normal human decency. Neymar or Ronaldinho? Ronaldinho made me fall in love with football. Neymar made me hope that we would get more of those kind of players because he was unbelievable to watch as well. Neymar had a better career. Ronaldinho was still just... He was just him, though, wasn't he? Football team, yes. Well, that's fine. That's your opinion. You care about other teams that you don't support. So we already differ in our opinions on what's right and wrong in football. I'm not saying I would support them. Like, for example, if it was Man United, I would just... If it had no impact on my team, then I would prefer that they do well so that the partner would be happy. But obviously, if it impacts your team, screw them. Right? Can't believe GTA's been delayed again. Is this one of them games where they're trying to overdo it? Or do you think it'll be out of this world? I think GTA will be the most overhyped entertainment thing of all time. And it won't be close. I think people are so hyped for GTA that they don't even really know what they're expecting. When in reality, it's going to be just a significantly better looking and more polished version of GTA 5. It's not like it's going to be this completely different game. So I think it's going to be great. If you love GTA, you're going to love it. If you don't, you're not. It's not going to break the mold in that kind of sense. Most overhyped game is EAFC. That's mental to say, considering the lack of hype and the amount of haters that this game has. Marksy, thanks for following. So if you didn't finish that comment. Pretty common sense to want your partners to be happy. Exactly. How's the house stuff going? Very slowly but surely saving. I put in a few £100 the other day into the savings, so that was good. Griezmann is great. Jordi Alba is also very good. This is what we need to do. No, not that. This. Enter stadium. But I'm doing very well, thank you. Hopefully you are. Among Us, most overhyped game for you. I'm not sure if you have an understanding of... Among Us can't be overhyped. Because no one even knew what it was when it came out. It then built up and up and up in popularity. This game has been in development for like a decade, and so the hype has been building every single year, and especially once trailers and stuff dropped. It'd be the same if they ever released like Half-Life 3, but that would never be able to live up to the previous hype that it had. I think that hype is dead at this stage because it's just been so long. Love the banter. It's GTA, it is what it is. Can't really improve. GTA 5 graphics aren't going to get much better until they're able to be photorealistic. Is it even an upgrade? I mean, the graphic differences are unbelievably... If you see screenshots of things next to each other from 5 and 6, the difference is night and day in terms of the quality and stuff. It has, as I say, been a decade. It's mad. But that doesn't mean that it's a different game. It's just a significantly better looking one. Griezmann's really good. I haven't used him at Cam, though. Should have said Among Us is overrated. Yeah, see, that makes more sense. Not overhyped. Because no one knew what it was. Frags, thank you for following. What are my thoughts on FC26? The best game that we've had in 6+ years. Comfortably. Conversation people aren't ready for is GTA is a terribly repetitive game that really isn't that good. Say it quietly, but I agree. Graphics/servers/gameplay of GTA 5 is miles better than EAFC. you simply cannot compare the gameplay of an open world third person to a sports game at all. The servers, I mean, GTA also has dodgy server moments, or at least it used to when I used to play. The amount of multiplayer problems you'd have getting into races with everybody was a nightmare. But also the graphics. The graphics of GTA are not as good as the graphics of this game. In 6 they will be, but not in 5. Jack, yeah, it did. Pound for pound, best game ever is Minecraft. Minecraft is up there with the GOATs. And I've recently introduced my girlfriend to it because she wanted me to help her learn to play. And she had a great time, so we're going to play some more. False back. Not sure what you mean when we're talking about Griezmann. Is it still fair to say the best prime of a game is Fortnite? It's your opinion. Depends what you define as best prime. I could say Halo 3. I could say the original Modern Warfare 2. And a lot of people in like my age group would say those kind of games. Or COD 4. Whereas people a few years younger, a lot of them would say Fortnite. A lot of people will say Warzone. COVID, lockdown Warzone. For me, was astronomically clear of Fortnite because I was just never massively a Fortnite guy. I've obviously played a fair amount over the years, but it was never my main thing. What's so good about FC26? Women bullying men. Pina bullying Van Dijk. That's good. I'm not sure on your definition of bullying. But what makes this game good? It's the best game that we've had in the best football game series. The only one that really exists right now. In 6+ years. So, yeah. It's just really good. None of those had the numbers as Fortnite. I couldn't care less. A game being popular doesn't mean that it's good. Look at the numbers of people that are that have been playing COD over the last couple of years compared to the numbers of people that played objectively more well-received CODs in the past. And that's within the same game series. Like, the numbers that were playing the OG Modern Warfare 2 compared to Black Ops 6 probably are tiny in comparison. But that community loved that game compared to this one. 6+ years, this game doesn't hold a candle to 21 or 22. See, now everyone has their everyone has their preferences and opinions, but for me, FIFA 21 until FC25 came out was my most hated game of all time. The button delay that appeared within the FIFA game series with FIFA 21 is unlike anything I've ever experienced in any other game. And 21 was the worst that I experienced up until 25. And 22 had it as well, which therefore made that crap. 23 had it, which made that crap. 24 had it at the end of the game. And then 25 was the worst game I've ever played in any game series. Or my most hated. How can the game be good if the servers are still bad? I don't think they are on this game. Simple as that. If FC26 was at all similar to FC25, I'd be done. This would be the final game that I buy in the series. This game, for me, needed to be top 5 of all-time minimum for me to continue to buy the game. Otherwise, I was done. But for me, this year, I love it. I love it. Spend some coins. I spent 100k earlier. I need my coins for the collection book and for collab videos. Terraria, I've never played. I've watched a little bit of it. Black Ops 3 was unbelievable. Correct answer for the best pound-for-pound game ever is actually Pokemon Gold or Silver. Once you complete the base game, the end game is a retelling of the previous game with no DLC, all included in the base price. That will never be topped, in your opinion. I'd say Minecraft. Minecraft was free when it first came out and has been supported for... what, like... when did it come out? The first people I saw playing it would have been Yogscast, C-Nanas, people like that. That would have been around the time of Modern Warfare 2, maybe Black Ops, so 2009, 2010. It's been supported for 15 years. If you got it at the very beginning, it was free. Titanfall 1 was unbelievable. Titanfall 2 was really good as well. They should have made a third instead of making Apex. IMO. Roblox is the biggest game at the minute, which is insane. The numbers on Roblox are mental. I should make another YouTube channel where I make Roblox content. If I want to like hop on trends, that would be the smart decision. It's crazy. Crazy. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, I didn't play as a kid because I feel like I got that when I went to playtest FIFA 16. I got that as one of my 3 free games from EA for playtesting, and it was amazing. But I'm currently playing Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, and I'm having an absolute blast. I'm 100%ing it. There is actually so much more involved in it than I thought. Like, the value for money that I'm going to get from that game is going to be significantly higher than I thought it would be, which is amazing. I thought it would just be like a fun, chill thing that I can play in bed or whatever. But there's quite a bit of variety with all the minigames and survival and stuff like that, and the variations on the main adventure levels. So I'm slowly but surely working my way through it. I'm having a good time. Cristiano Jordi Alba. Pokemon Go did have an unbelievably big prime. A lot of things coincide with Fortnite being the best. It got mad exposure when Ninja blew up, plus the COVID effect. I mean, Fortnite's prime was before COVID. COVID was Warzone. Fortnite was like... what would it have been? 2018? 2019? I'm trying to remember what FIFA it was. I think it might have been FIFA 19 where people flipped off like halfway through. To go and play Fortnite instead. No. FIFA 18. Woo! 2017 to 2019, yeah. Is it worth paying for the packs out now? No. The answer is always no to that question. Did I play any of the Just Cause games? Is that game free? Plants vs. Zombies Replanted? No, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about value for money. I did, and I think I've got the most recent Just Cause on my like play later list. I think the main one that I played was number 3, and it was really good. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, I need to... I've got so many games on that, like, play later list. Oh, and that is on there. It was a lot of fun. Nice. Fun fact, one of your customer assistants when you worked at Tesco handed in his notice to pursue YouTube and Minecraft full-time as he'd started to earn more money from that than working. Your deputy manager called him crazy for giving up a stable job for something that wasn't guaranteed. That man is Dan TDM. That's crazy. Dan TDM is the first YouTuber whose merch I saw in the wild so many years ago. But yeah, he was the first. I think it was at some point during uni. So 2012 through 2015, I believe it was my undergrad. I swear, my memory of it is a bit vague. I think I had parked up to go to uni, and I was just walking there with all like my stuff. And there was a mum with her kid, and her kid was wearing a Dan TDM shirt, and I was like, oh my god. I've never seen it before. And honestly, since then, I've really not seen that much over the years. I've seen a bit of like Sidemen stuff, especially more in London whenever I've gone down there. I think, to be fair, a lot of stuff nowadays is more discreet, so you wouldn't know that it's like YouTuber merch. Like my dream is that if I was ever one of these mega like YouTube stars or whatever that had merch lines and stuff, it would be as simple as this, right? This is exactly what I like. Sort of discreet, just little logo. It'd be my little bird logo right there. It wouldn't have this massive thing emblazoned on it with like text or the logo taking up the whole thing or my face. It'd just be little discreet, smart stuff. Whereas that was very much not, which is why it stood out and why I recognised it. Will Leicester win tomorrow? Probably not, and then our manager will get sacked. Finney, yes I do. Unfortunately right now. Smithy, thank you very much for following on Twitch. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy all the streams. Keeper! No. Nick Pope is coming as an SBC or objective soon. Ooh. I don't know if Marty going would make much of a difference, to be honest with you. We'd still have the exact same players. We'd still have the same director of football. I really don't know exactly how much difference it would make. Acid, that's dreadful. Warzone tournaments and that. Halo 3 advertising was wild. Over here, can't imagine what it's like in USA. Halo 3 is my goat. I can't remember who I first saw playing Fortnite. It might have been Hat Films, you know, who most of you probably don't have a clue who they are, but they are like my comfort YouTubers that I have watched for I don't even know how long at this point. It's over 10 years. They're just funny. And they do a range of games, whether it's GTA, Worms, loads of other just co-op fun stuff where you can just have a laugh whilst you're playing. But it's funny because of what Fortnite ended up turning into. The kind of thing that they just don't enjoy. But when they first played it, my first exposure to Fortnite was watching Save the World. That is what it's called, right? When they were playing it, as a like zombie defense game. I have no idea who I would have seen play like the BR first. Because I would have been watching PUBG, I imagine, at that time. So maybe it was someone that I would watch play PUBG that then tried out Fortnite. I don't know. PUBG is goated. And also, there's a big new update coming out that basically makes it so you can't play it on old consoles anymore. I think as of like a week or two's time, you're not going to be able to play it on console unless you have current ones. So I don't know if they're changing engine or something like that. I haven't actually read the update yet, like the update notes. But if it's a big one, I'm going to have to hop back on it as well as RedSec, which has been sick. You're in Stampy's Love Garden. Massive flex as a kid. I never watched him because obviously, like, I'm older than a lot of you. And so I was too old to listen to that kind of voice that was like a kid's TV show. Josh, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I have a picture of the thumbnail face, front and back on a hoodie, yeah. Peggle was solid. Yeah. Would you take Rogers back right now? No. Nope. Egotistical leprechaun fraud. I don't want him anywhere near our club ever again. Which is what basically every Liverpool and Celtic fan would also say. Marty leaving does nothing for us, in your opinion. The question marks over him are some of the like sub decisions, but also bigging up the youth players, but then not playing them. Outside of that, like the squad and everything, we didn't have any money in the summer. We didn't spend any money, so it's not like he could build a squad in his image. Whether we have any money to spend in Jan to maybe alter that, I have no idea. Oh my god, I got cooked. Do I think Rush was a good feature added by EA? Yes. And especially with the new open world stuff. Yes. Literally everywhere he managed. Yeah, because he's an egotistical fraud. That's also a leprechaun. Bang! What open world stuff? There's currently a playtest going on, if you got invited, to test out open world EAFC. Where basically there is an open world map with different areas that you can go to. And you can do stuff. For example, playing the equivalent of like multiplayer skill games, as well as Rush and stuff like that. I personally had so much fun. I can't remember what they were called before. Can anyone help me out here? It was like multiplayer skill games, but there was a name for it. It was tied to Volta, but I can't remember what it was. That was amazing to play with your mates. And so those kind of things coming back would be great. And the character that you're playing with is like the equivalent of your Pro Club's character that you'll level up and everything like that. Volta Arcade, that's it. So it's sort of a return of some of the stuff from like Volta Arcade, the mini games, so like foot tennis and things like that. Combined with, yeah, sort of like FIFA Street-esque. Which will most likely be coming to the main series in a couple of years. I think FC26, which will also line up with the new consoles. What about Ranieri back? No, because Ranieri, as soon as he started using his own tactics, was getting us relegated. So no. Yeah, so like NBA 2K's neighborhood and then city. Yes, exactly. Which is the main reason why I think EA are doing it. Because I think they believe 2K will partner with FIFA, and when they do that, they will bring their city to FIFA. So EA want their own version of that. Is it worth getting the Screamers tournament done? I'd say so. It's not that hard. What about Gary O'Neill? He's not managed us. Ranieri, I think, has retired from management twice, but has then been brought back by Italian teams. In the early stages of foot, should you save your coins early on? No. No real point. This opponent is bizarre. Like, at times, they're great, and at other times, they suck. What would I say is my chill-out go-to game? I don't have a specific one. Mine currently changes all the time, because I'm playing through the hundreds of games that I've got on my to-play list. So right now, it's Plants vs. Zombies. Next month, it'll be something completely different. But I don't know what that will be just yet. Ah. Oh. If we play more of it, and she continues to have a great time, me and my girlfriend will probably get a realm on Minecraft. And so that'll be a consistent chill one. Freitas, that is definitely a like your connection issue, not the game. No. Cooper in. Dear God, no. There's not many managers that have been here in the last decade that I'd say yes to having back at the club. Are there any? Enzo? From the last decade, that might genuinely be it. How come in the objective section Screamer Tourney has 3 days left, but apparently it's ended when you try and play it? Because each day you get like 30 entries into it, but they run out at 5:30 and then refresh at 6 PM. So it's... those entries have ended for that day. You've had the best 10 years of your life and you wouldn't take any back. I wouldn't take Ranieri back, because once he actually used his own tactics instead of Pearson's tactics, he was getting us relegated. So no, I wouldn't have him. List of Leicester managers. Okay. So yeah, as of 10 years ago, the furthest back would be Ranieri. So yeah, he was getting us relegated, so I'm not going to go with him. Craig Shakespeare has sadly passed away, so I can't go with him. Michael Appleton was just an interim manager for 1 week, so no. Claude Puel, no. I think he got overhated for his time, and he set the foundations for what Rodgers then went on to do. Some of his like recruitment and stuff like that, his eye for a player was good. So, yeah. But the football was absolutely dreadful at times. Mike Stowell, Adam Sadler were interim. Brendan, no, because he's an egotistical leprechaun fraud, as we say every single time. There's a reason why Leicester fans, Liverpool fans, and Celtic fans all hate him. Then we had Mike Stowell and Adam Sadler again. Again, for 1 week as interim. Dean Smith came in. He actually wasn't that bad. 2 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses to try and keep us up. If Everton had lost on the final day, he would have been successful in that. He actually wasn't that bad. He'd probably do a similar job to what we've got going on right now. Maresca is the obvious yes that you would take back in a heartbeat. Cooper, no. His decisions on who he was playing and everything like that were just utterly dreadful. Utterly dreadful. Ben Dawson, again, in for like a week as interim. Van Nistelrooy was crap. As much as I liked the guy, he was not good. And then we're up to Cifuentes. So there you go. Those are the reasons why. Nigel Pearson wouldn't come in as manager, but maybe do like director of football, something like that. Do you think Dewsbury Hall could one day be in the England squad? He could, but he probably won't, because there are just so many quality players in his kind of position that it's just going to be so hard to break through. So probably not. Dylan, we mentioned him. Josh, hello. You and the girlfriend should play A Way Out. We are going to play that, isn't A Way Out, Split Fiction, and something else like a trilogy, right, of from the same people? I can't remember what the other one's called. But yes, we will. We will. When's the return of Crash? Soon. It's just been busy, midweek this week. Otherwise, I would have done some. Which is why we also couldn't do the watch-alongs. Because I've just had stuff going on. Can't wait to go download next year. Oh, yeah, you asked my thoughts on download next year. I did put a tweet out about it, which was very brief, which pretty much sums up my thoughts. I might get a day ticket for Linkin Park's Day. I've seen Guns N' Roses earlier this year. I saw Limp Bizkit last year, sub-headlining for Avenged, and I'm not surprised that they're headlining it. Their crowd compared to Avenged was huge. It was crazy. And I didn't think that I would enjoy their set, but it was actually pretty good. They put on a good show. Would I then want to see them again? Not for that amount of money. No. And yeah, Guns N' Roses I saw this year. Linkin Park I never saw previously, and I haven't seen currently. So I'd be down for that. I would love the sub-bands for that day to line up with the others that I care about. But at most, I'd get a day ticket. Gustavo, hello. Fed up of fans asking to put all the youngsters in. Get maybe the odd 1 or 2, but we won't be any better with 5 to 6 youth. Yeah. Black Sabbath. I mean, Ozzy's dead. And they did their final gig before he died. So, no, they're not there. What are the best packs to open right now, you think? Whatever ones you earn. Not any that are in the store. But yeah, for example, Nelson. And then maybe a couple of others. And the fans don't want Marty now, let alone take him back again. Yeah, chain together on stream, test the relationship. No. We are yet to play anything like that. I don't know how it would go. We'll see. No, I did not see Black Sabbath. No. I was too young when they first existed, and I was on holiday when they did their final thing. Otherwise, I would have maybe tried to get a ticket. Although I would have been very disappointed in basically every other band that was there, because so many of them played such few songs, and most of it was just Black Sabbath covers of songs that I don't know. So you had like Guns N' Roses there, not playing Sweet Child of Mine. Metallica, I can't remember exactly what they did play. I don't think they did Sandman. They either missed out Sandman or Master of Puppets, and it might have been Sandman, which is crazy. Logan, nice. But hey, you got your wish of Steffi not playing, and instead we had Ayu, who his first major action in the game was about 12 minutes in, where we had a beautiful counter-attack forming from a corner or something like that, and he decided to just stop going forward with the ball, turn around and pass it backwards. Oh, what a man. What a man. I genuinely don't know if there is a player that has ever played for Leicester that I have got more frustrated at than Jordan Ayew. Bobby Reed is not amazing now, no, because he's quite old and just... yeah. He's okay, but there's a reason he left Fulham on a free. We have time to do the semi-final here. We have time to do. We have time. We have time. San Juan. Right, what we got? Vinny, Inform Vinny, Puteas, Mariona, Campbell, Militao, Carvajal. Who's this here? Who's that number 9? I'm intrigued. Alawiran. Okay. So it's a pretty good team. Whoa. I mean, that is not what I meant at all, but... oh! Still yet to figure out what Carranza's strength is. Well, so far, Carranza's been really good at getting involved in build-up, coming short, and then, like, getting someone else involved and trying to create space that way. The reason why you can't tell, like, what his proper strengths are as a striker are because we don't pass him the ball. He makes a run like that one right there, like a Yartzabal, and instead of someone playing it to his feet when he's got the run on the defender, he's found some space. No, let's just not pass it to him. Let's just pass it sideways instead. That'll get us goals. Welcome to the world of Harry Winks. Painful. Jordan James is amazing. Since we signed him, he's been our best player. He's not dropped below a 7 out of 10 in a game. He genuinely has one downside. Stamina. That's it. Outside of that, he's an unbelievable box-to-box. He'll get stuck in. He'll create chances. He'll go for risky, like, through balls and creative passes. He scored a couple of goals. But he can't play more than 70 minutes. He gasses out. A bit like early Tielemans days. So if he is to get to the top, that is the one thing, really, that needs to improve. Because, my God, I wish he could play 90 minutes, but he puts in so much effort that I can't really blame him. He's having to do the work of 3 midfielders, really, most times that he plays. How's Ramsey done? Got sent off in his first game. Since then, he's scored a really good goal. I can't remember who it was against, but it was really good. He's been okay. and since he's got injured again. It's not great for a player who has been loaned out to aid in his return from injury. Skip was okay last game, but you have to be expecting more than that for a guy that you spent just over 20 mil on in the Prem. He was fine. He wasn't as anonymous as he normally is. It was against Portsmouth. That, like, scissor kick goal. Ramsey's goal was, like... It was played to him, played short to him, and he had to, like, sort of get the ball out of his feet whilst shooting, and somehow put it top bins. It was crazy. Oh, I switched to the wrong player. That pace difference, I mean, that's where 99 pace comes in, I guess. For that scream card. Hamza Chowdhury shouldn't be close to the club. The only reason why he is because he's one of our own. He's one of those players. I'm sure most clubs probably have them. The guys that are only still there because it's the club that they grew up at, or whatever. Andrew, yeah, it is kind of mad. But yeah, Chowdhury is a terrible human being and a pretty terrible footballer. It's an absolute travesty that he's at the club, let alone the fact that he is, like, vice-captain. He is genuinely the only footballer in history that, up until this moment in time, I will celebrate the day that he retires. Oh, he's done many things over the years. Many, many things. Some of them alleged, some of them 100% true. For example, being one of the people getting punished for hosting COVID parties and stuff like that. Fantastic role model. Allegedly being unfaithful, but again, not provable, but when you hear things from people that you trust, there's no reason to doubt it. But if you want something that is absolutely provable, then go with the drink driving charges. Scumbag. Who are you talking about? Hamza Chowdhury. Ooh. Prime Minister had COVID parties. Yeah, he did, which is why everyone wanted him out. And he lied about it many times in Parliament to everyone's faces, even though everybody knew that they'd all broken the rules. But welcome to the world of the Tories, where they think they're better than you, and that you're stupid. It's mad that they never properly got punished for what is blatantly lying. But hey ho, that's the world. You have power, you have fame, you have money. You can get away with a lot of stuff. Just look at Wesley Fofana. I'm sure many of you will have seen his latest driving offence, and amongst all of his others. How that man is not in prison is astounding. But again, Welcome to the world of power, influence, and money. Tinfoil hat time. If you think that that is a tinfoil hat theory, I don't know what to say to you. Craig, dreadful. Don't try from the game like it's real life, yeah. Don't know much about him, so you don't know. Seems like a bad person. Anyone that drink drives is a dreadful person because they're putting people's lives at risk, thinking that they're above the law. And to do that when you've already previously been done for multiple other driving things, you clearly don't care. And again, this man is vice captain of our club. Whenever Ricky P is not playing, he captains our side. He's supposed to be a role model. But again, he's a footballer, so it's fine. It's fine. There is a world that me having the views about our vice captain that I do, that anyone that knows the details about him should have, potentially hinders any chance of working with the club whilst he's still there, but I don't care. That man is dreadful. Fofana could have and should have become one of the greats, but it all went to his head. I mean, to be fair, he did also get some horrible injuries. But yes, as a person, also dreadful. Hamza doesn't even have the excuse of being a good footballer. Yes, true. It's true. Our vice captain is the scum that is Hamza. Sad how money and fame can make a difference than the average person. Yeah. Like, for example, I mean, I know this is completely off topic. Well, it's not off topic, but it's completely unrelated in terms of the person. That Jack Doherty guy, the YouTuber, or whatever the hell it is that he does, the influencer, how he's not in prison is beyond me as well. But again, that's sadly how the world works. If me or you did a fraction of the things that some of these people do, it'd be a different story. Because we can't pay our way out of it. Playing for a football team is not the same as being a dreadful person. No idea why you're going Norwich tomorrow? Because in theory, it should be up there with the easiest games of the season. They lose every game that they play at home. So we should comfortably win. Should is a very, very powerful word there, though. Being more powerful than anyone's like having a get out of jail card for life. Like Mr. Trump. Should also be in prison, but it's never going to happen. Oh, it's just sad. It's sad to see. People get away with things. But like that Jack Doherty one is one of the worst I've ever seen. How can you stream yourself being on your phone whilst driving, causing a crash because of it, and that's just fine? It's mental. It is mental. Callum, yep. But none of that matters if you're part of a cult following. Do 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 do. Dee digga dee digga dee digga dee ding ding digga ding digga ding digga dee ding. Well in. Oh, what a ball! She's just offside. Oh, it was so good as well. But is it America where he is? Yes. But surely it's illegal everywhere to be on your phone whilst you're driving, let alone to be on your phone whilst you're driving and speeding and causing a crash. Endangering people's lives. Surely that's illegal everywhere in the world. Ah! Hup! Oh, Ayatzabal! Definitely because of the woman. It's not that. The reason why Trump won is because he's Trump. American politics is... like, people have a lot of problems with our politics. And, for example, if someone is a Tory, they'll never vote for Labour out of principle. That kind of thing. Even if they go into an election and the manifestos and stuff would massively benefit them and make more sense to vote for that other side, they don't do it because that's not what they've historically done. People aren't open to changing their mind. And that's really worrying, but it's how a lot of people think. American politics is sort of similar. Like, if they vote red, they're most likely going to always vote red. But it's more about the person. Right? So, like, if it was the exact same manifestos, but instead of Trump, it was, I don't know, Big John from down the road. Big John wouldn't have won. Whereas if it was Obama against Trump instead of Kamala, with the exact same plans and manifesto and all of this stuff, he probably would have won. Is this person going to time waste a draft final loss? That isn't what I'm watching here, right? That surely is not what's about to happen. I was going to say, that would have been one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen in the history of this game series. Trump's always right. In his mind, yeah. And worryingly, in a lot of other people's minds. Even if it's provably incorrect. It can't be, because he said it. You see those videos of people like questioning supporters of both sides when they're at a rally and asking a question of, oh, if Joe Biden did this, what would you want as a punishment? And they'll say something like, oh, the worst possible punishment that he can get. And then the interviewer flips it around and says, oh no, actually, sorry, I was talking about the wrong person. Trump did all of those things. What do you think should happen? And they'll be like, oh yeah, but it's fine because of blah, 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 blah. It's so worrying that is how so many people think. The 100k sub plaque is right there. Yes, sir. And look at that. We went into the draft with less than 10 minutes to go before 6 p.m. content, and we still came out of it with the dub before 6 p.m. Is there new promo? Yep. But look, so draft rewards have changed, right? They're worse. They are worse. Previously, if you won the draft here, you'd probably be looking at like a 50k pack, a mega pack, maybe a rare mega pack, stuff like that, which would guarantee you coins. These rewards now, they give you a higher chance of getting a pull, but they don't guarantee you the coins. Like, I would rather have, from winning the draft, a 50k pack than a 5x83, because I'm guaranteed to get the coins from it. I'm not guaranteed to get the coins from this. Game attainment, I have no idea why you would say such a weird thing. So yeah, those kind of packs for winning the draft, in my opinion, are absolute garbage. And I don't know why they've changed it in that way. But hey-ho, we'll open them up either way and see what we can get. We are 2 seconds away from content for UEFA Primetime, the brand new promo, which is basically Road to the Knockout. Right? But here it is! So the Primetime promo is here, with Heroes, Champions League, Women's Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League cards. There are loads of them in packs. Step into the spotlight with UEFA Primetime, a new campaign celebrating the unforgettable nights of European football. It brings the thrill of Europe's top competitions directly into Ultimate Team. It introduces a new upgrade path that rewards players who step up when it counts. So it's a mix between like Road to the Knockout and, oh no, what was it called? Fantasy Foot, I think. UEFA Primetime highlights historic players who made a big impact for their clubs in different European competitions. Primetime heroes are here with a unique upgrade path tied to their former teams. 3 new heroes are wearing the shirt of the team with which they made history in European competitions. There will be marquee showdowns which will celebrate major UWCL matches. Over 1 week, experience special live events, tournaments, objectives, SBCs, and EVOs. In-game objective tracking. I mean, this has actually been in the game for like a week now. You can now that's also been in the game for like a week. SBC sorting. So this got added today, as far as I'm aware. I'm a big fan, but I think it's also flawed. So right now, if we just go to SBCs, you can press the left stick in and you can sort by new. The problem is, it puts your favourites to the front. And then, it also, if you have any that you've completed, it also has them here as well. Even though you've already done them. I think that's a bit stupid. And it kind of defeats the whole object of favourites, because surely they should just be in their own tab, rather than also being a thing here. But when we scroll to the next page, we will see that we've sorted by newest. Andrea Cambiasso has been added at 6 o'clock. He is there right now. Okay? We also see the UEFA Primetime Challenge has been added today. So, in that regard, it's good. And the same if you sort by expiry. You'll have the cards that are expiring the soonest at the front, but they will still come after your favourites and completed ones. Which, considering you are always going to have these ones because they're permanent, I think it's a little bit silly. But it is what it is. Right. Cambiasso for Juve. 4-star, 5-star on a fullback. Nice. Walkout. Hello. How's it going? On Waymo, I don't think is worth it. Opinions on Xbox enforcements. I don't know what that means, Dolan. Left back, right back, left mid. Good card. So, the way that these upgrade, starting from November 25th, the club earns 7 or more points in the next 4 matches. The player has 1 appearance in a win. CDM or defenders get a clean sheet or 0 yellow or red cards in the next 4 matches. Club finishes top 8 in the league. Club scores 1 goal in 4 separate matches. So there are multiple upgrades that a card can get based on themselves and or the club that they are playing for. That looks like a decent one, to be fair. And he is coming in as an 83 with an inform, an 85 and an 86. Although a lot of people will have Jordi Alba, so they won't really need him. We also got, as we saw, the UEFA Primetime Challenge. Let's get you a Premium Electrum Players Pack. 22 Chem, 9 golds, countries, regions, minimum 5, leagues, minimum 3. Okay, should be pretty damn easy. I mean, should we just do this now? We could just have... We could have 9 Prem players and then 2 players from random leagues that are silvers. So let's just do that. That seems to basically always be the easiest way to do these kind of things. You want different nations as well, if possible. So, ideally, you would have different nations but same club so that you can get some good club chemistry. But it shouldn't really be a problem. Adama, Ayari, Clivert, and then one more. And Doi. So there we go. And then 2 random silvers. Easy as you like. So, Nor and Bodistianu will go in right there. And there we have it. Premium Electrum Players Pack. Hermansen can go from that squad because he's not been evoed or anything like that. Now, let's look at objectives and evos. Seasonal. Nothing new in seasonal. Live events, UEFA Primetime League. Compete in the Primetime League to earn rewards and qualify for the UEFA Primetime Tournament. Oh, God. So, the overall reward is a double 3-star right winger. Aiden, of course. I mean, okay. Pace is great. Shooting's fine. Passing is solid. Free kick accuracy. Interesting. Dribbling's good. Physicals are fine. Playstyles are actually good. They're good. But... why does he have to be double 3-star? Okay, so play 2 matches. Play 5. Score 2 in 1 match. Score 1 in 3 separate matches. Score 1 in 5 separate matches. Assist 1 in 6 separate matches. Win 3 for an 85 to 89. Score 1 in 8 separate matches for 85 to 87. 1 in 10 separate matches. Win 5. And you have to complete them all. So in this one, we have not got a complete 8 out of 10 kind of thing. We also have UEFA Primetime Hamza Igamane. Double 4-star. Striker left mid cam. Stats look pretty well rounded. Playstyles are okay. Nothing crazy, but definitely not terrible either. For a free card, it's fine. Play 5 matches. Oh, so this is a 4 out of 5. While having minimum 1 League 1 player in your starting 11. Assist 3 goals, score 6 goals, win 4 in rivals, or win 8 in squad battles. Okay. I mean, ideally, what would you avoid doing? Scoring the Moroccan goals. Or don't have a League 1 player in your team. You could get 5 out of 5 here very easily. You could go and win 4 matches in rivals. You'll get your assists done. And then get 3 matches won. Play your remaining 5. And in the final game, score 6 goals with a Moroccan player. You could very easily get all 5 of those done at the same time. So that's pretty easy. Evos then. Anything new today? Surely we do, right? We do. El Capitan. Transform your forward into a prolific goal machine and lead from attack with unmatched scoring prowess, just like the iconic Spanish striker from Real Madrid. They can only be striker, not right wing or left wing. And they gain themselves incisive pass, some agility, some shot power, pace, finishing, long shots, pens, balance, reactions, jumping, ball control. Weak foot goes up potentially to 5-star. Shadow striker, they get the cam position. So some nice passing upgrades. Finesse shot plus and chip shot. Unfortunately, I've already evoed my Carranza up to an 86. Otherwise, he would fit into this and probably come out looking really nice. He'd get a 5-star weak foot as well. Although the one I'm putting him into, he gets 5-star skills. So that's fine. He also already has finesse. He'd gain incisive. Okay. Let's look at... I'm intrigued, someone like a Mikel Merino coming out of this. Yeah, his pace doesn't go up much at all. Okay. Sure. And that costs 30k. Have we got any free evos? We do. Dynamic Distributor. Max 84. It gives you 2 short passing, 2 long passing, 3 curve. 2 short passing, 2 long passing, 3 vision, and pinged pass. I mean, okay. A simple incremental upgrade for passing on a player that is max 84. So if you've already done an evo of someone and taken them up to like an 83 or 84, then this is the kind of thing that's just nice to put them a little bit higher. What are the max stats, though? 86. So someone like Grimaldo would be wasted in this. So ideally, you're looking at someone that has about 80 in those stats. That's what you're looking for in terms of your upgrades. So, like, Alphonso Davies was the example that it gave there, but his short passing's already 84. So he's only going to gain 2. Compared to like the 6 that you could gain. So you're not maximizing it properly there. But okay, right. Let's open up a couple of packs that we've got for this content. Robert Huth levels of free kick accuracy, exactly. Yeah, Alba's really good. Base Ekatike fits. Nice. So let's open up these things and see if we get anything. Really? Wasn't there a second free Evo? Not that came out today, I don't think. That's not today. So no, that was yesterday. Saved by the bell. Right, here we go. Do we get anything? There are so many cards in packs. We're going to have like 3 pages of stuff to put in the collection book from from this promo, which is good. I like having more stuff to do. And as I said, so today's video, the collection book episode went up at 6 o'clock. And hopefully some of you can go and check out that video once we finish the stream. But I say in that video, the plan is for the collection book to hopefully go out as a weekly video on Wednesdays. The reason why is you can then cover the whole week of a promo, right? So we would get any new stuff that comes out from like weekly stuff or a new season on a Thursday. We'll get a new promo on Friday. I'll get my champs games done on Saturday, Sunday. Squad battle rewards will also be a part of that. You'll have Div Rival rewards as well. New gauntlets and tournaments and stuff are normally on Mondays, so you'll get them as well. And then, yeah, we get that uploaded on a Wednesday. You've also had then your full week of that team of the week as well. And we can show our progress that we've made throughout. So that's the plan. The question is whether the next episode goes up on this upcoming Wednesday or a week on Wednesday. I think it depends on, like, do we get anything in packs here? Do we get anything from our rewards, etc., etc.? If I do, then I'd be more likely to get one out on Wednesday. Like, if I decided to just grind to try and get a load of cards ticked off over the weekend, then we could justify making another episode. And then going forward, yeah, you'll have the new pages each week from the new Team of the Weeks, from the new promo, and everything in between. So that's the plan. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to see that, as well as all the streams and the shorts, make sure you like it and subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, you can follow on there. If you're watching on Twitch or Kick, then you can follow on there as well. And that would be amazing. Thank you very, very much, anyone and everyone that does. You are incredible. Amrabat is not who we care about there. We always have to check the silver prices in these kind of packs because you never know when you pack someone that is, I don't know, like meta or needed for some kind of SBC. Will you save packs for Team of the Year? No. Like, my version of saving packs for Team of the Year is the same as my version of saving packs for a new promo every single week. Oh, yeah, we could... oh, well. It's fine. Never mind. I didn't think about that objective. Oh, a shadow. Nice. Yeah, my method of saving for Team of the Year is... Or my logic is, it's not worth it. Basically anything and everything that you pack from your Team of the Year packs would have been worth more if you open them when you obtain the packs. You also... Oh, is that an inform? You also, therefore, would have probably got some other promo cards as well, whereas you won't be getting Team of the Years. And it just isn't worth it. It just isn't worth basically making your experience worse for months leading up to Team of the Year in the tiniest hopes that you pack one of them. I think it's stupid. I don't understand why people do it every single year, even though they do it every year and it doesn't pay off. And they see other people do it every year and it doesn't pay off. It's baffling to me. So I never do it. I start saving packs for a new promo or a new team after my champs rewards. So anything that I earn after I finish champs for that weekend is then saved for the next week. So if I do a gauntlet on Monday, then I will most likely save those packs for Friday. They release league-based packs during Team of the Year. You can just grind those then. Better odds. Yeah, if you really want to open a load of packs, then yeah, you can do that at the time. Rather than saving stuff up for ages. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Is Esteval worth buying yet? I mean, the card's been out for 15 minutes, so there's a world where he is just getting undercut, and could do for like an hour. But if his price just seems to be flying, then you can pick him up. Basically, if you're looking to a card like that, you need to be tracking his price and seeing what it's doing. Because especially with how volatile the market has been this year, it's been so hard to predict what cards will do. So you could think, oh yeah, Esteval, he'll come down until 7 PM, and then as soon as it hits 7 PM, he'll fly up for the next 3 hours, because that's what every card has done on a Friday. But then all of a sudden, no, they do the exact opposite, and he just immediately flies, and then he drops later on. So it's really, really difficult to judge, unfortunately. Is the new Evo good? Depends who you're putting into it, really. For some people, they'll think that it's great. Others will think, it doesn't really fit my past and present. Meh. I think it's as simple as that, really. Right, come on then. Are we going to get anything in these packs? Are we going to see a new UEFA card? Not in that one. Not in that one. We are yet to see a walkout, but that's fine. That is okay. 5x82 tradable. Nothing in that one. Nope. That is dead. Is great for the Czech team. Nice. 5x83. Oh! Jeez. All 5 dupes as well. Come on. Disappointing. Right. Let's do the 85 to 89. The hope here is... What is someone like an Esteval? Like an 87? You have to hope for a promo card here. If not, just please don't be an 85. Just give me a walkout, even if it's a crap, like, fodder value 86. Just so we have that like 2 seconds of anticipation. Okay. Not a promo, right? Oh no, it is. It's an inform though. Pedro Gonçalves. Okay. I can't be upset at that. Because we'll tick him off in the collection book, and then that's really, really useful if I do decide to do any of the bigger SBCs, whether it be like an Icon, whether it be Sergio Busquets, something like that. A high-rated inform is really, really nice for those kind of things to have in the club. Right. 1181, 3x84. The 3x84 is tradable. Do we get a walkout? We do. Barella. Is it a double? It's not. Okay. Brian and Buemo. Maybe worth a couple of K. Barella, probably not really worth much, but it's still coins that gets us back closer to a mil after spending some on some Evos. Ollie, in what way? And then 11x81. Will we get anything big to kick off the new promo? We have not seen a primetime card, unfortunately. But, oh well. Here we go. Hup! Another walkout. Not a promo. CDM. So, Sandro Tonali, is it a double? It is not. Yes, but Ollie, in what way are you doing it? Got to play 21 games for it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I mean, another walkout is always positive. You'd rather have it than not, although he is an untradeable dupe. So we have obtained a couple of things. What do you mean, in what way? Where are you screen sharing? How are you screen sharing? What? In what way would you do it? So, if I was to want to do... where is he? Have I not got him favorited? Sergio Busquets. His highest one, he has 287 squads. One of them does need an inform. So that is where you would put that Pedro Gonçalves. PlayStation Party, never mind, have a good day. Okay, he's changed his mind. I'm guessing you asked a couple of people and someone said yes. That's all the information we were looking for, but sure. In a bit. So, I could use stuff that I have in the club combined with the very few things we've got in our duplicate storage to try and get it done. But I still probably need a bit more. I think if... I don't know, man. He does just look really solid. How long do I think he'd stay in the team is basically the question. We also need to look at Sega's upgrade and see whether I think she would play centre mid or CDM. And then the same for Busquets long term. Do I think he'd play DM or centre mid? Because if I end up thinking they're both going to play the same position, then we have a bit of a problem there. I mean, this Cambiasso could be really, really good at right back. He wouldn't fit my team, unfortunately. But this is the kind of card that could be amazing for gauntlets and tournaments and stuff like that. Because he's potentially going to get a couple of upgrades as well. This might be one that's worth doing throughout this week. I'm not going to do rivals with you, I'm afraid. No. I think once I've got my champs done, we can make a decision on who and what I want to do in terms of SBCs. Because right now, I'm just not too sure what I really want to go for. Which makes things a little bit hard to decide. We're going to build this, not actually play a game with it. Div 6 for champs this year, is it? Yes. Yes. If you are Div 7 or below, you will be put into challenges instead of champs. So, yeah, there is a minimum division required this year to get into champs. Ooh. I don't know if I've used either of these cards. Oh my god, they're so similar. Ooh, they are similar. Let's go Nico Williams for the chem with Mariona. Oh my god. There is that new Esteval card. 4-star, 3-star. Harsh to not give him 5-star skills. But then again, EA, some of the decisions they make on skill moves are absolutely baffling. For example, Fatawu, who plays for us, has tried an Elastico, well, successfully done an Elastico, tried to get past an opponent using one, in his last 3 games in a row. Mavididi does stepovers all the damn time, and stuff like that, yet they won't give them 5-star skills. Someone like Esteval doing similar with his stepovers and feints and everything, but they don't give him 5. Very, very odd. Very odd. He does look... He looks pretty good. He does look pretty nice. Inside forward ++ on both of his wide roles as well. Being able to play cam, I think, is going to be a little bit of a letdown, though, that he doesn't have incisive or tiki-taka or even ping pass. But Chelsea are surely going to get him some upgrades here. So he could easily gain like incisive pass as a playstyle if he gets a goal or an assist in his next 4 games. Chelsea could easily score a goal in each of their 4 games. They could easily get 7 or more points. So he could go up to an 88. He could gain a passing play style. Will they finish top 8? I mean, maybe. And then he'd gain a playstyle plus. They'll probably just give him like technical plus rather than giving him something new. New tournament feels sweaty. I mean, you've used the word right there, which means that that is completely unsurprising. You've used the word tournament. Any tournament is automatically going to feel sweaty because that's what they're all about. We're going to take Bellingham in the hopes that we can move him here, basically. She can play right wing, but not right mid. And hope that we get a right mid so that Bellingham can go in midfield. Bremer, Saliba. Saliba gets the Arsenal link, so that's pretty good. Right back. Would you give a centre-back ping pass? Probably not. I'd be wanting it on, like, DM or centre mids. Ooh, Bobby Moore. Unfortunately, no paste boost on his chem style, but crazy good stats. We've got to give a go to Bobby. And then left back, Juve. Manu Sanchez would get full chem. Juve would get 2. We'll go Manu Sanchez. And then goalie. Ah, not exactly what we were hoping for there. Right, give me La Liga or Prem here. I'll take all black. Nice. We need a left back. Now, Mendy would be really good for those like Real Madrid links. He's also got a French link to Saliba. Gaia would be good for Spanish. I think we have to take Mendy here. Then we hope we can get that right mid sorted. None of you help whatsoever. Right mids. That's not a right mid. This Yildiz can play on the... Oh, can Nico Williams play on the right? He can. Yildiz is an option. Like, if we're going to use someone that isn't getting chem, then I'd rather use Yildiz than a 78 rated non-rare. WSL isn't really going to help us. She'd get 1 chem. But Yildiz is just better. Let's take him and let's do that. Because you, in the 90th minute, you passed it back to keeper when it was 3-2 to you. Yeah, I don't understand people that complain about that. Like, if you pass the ball around the back with... Once it gets to, like, the 88th minute or something like that, I can't really be upset at you. Because I would potentially do the same. It just makes sense, right? It's the people that start passing around the back in, like, the 60th minute and stuff like that, where it's just like, what are you doing? Stop. Just stop, please. This is ridiculous. Diani's a good... option there. Any FIFA conspiracies you feel could be true? New account, more pack luck, etc. Probably not, really. I have a pack theory, but I don't think I'd call it a conspiracy, because it's not like that, where if I leave the game for 6 months and come back to it, I don't believe that I'm then going to get a crazy player. Scripting and all that stuff, those conspiracies are just absolute BS and nonsense. I think when it comes to packs, there is something in terms of when players get released. I imagine that it might be that a set amount of a card are put into packs per hour. For example, Gareth Bale, right? Maybe they put 10 Gareth Bales into packs per hour. Something like that. And I wonder if that happens at a set time. Because there have been so many instances over the years where, whether it's happened to me and someone that I'm recording with or whatever, or whether I'm watching people do like a pack game together, those kind of videos where you are opening up the same packs and depending on who you pack, you earn points for like walkout specials and stuff like that. The amount of times that the exact same player is packed at the same time is mad. It's mad. And so I wonder if that is a time-based thing that, oh, it's reached the next X amount of minutes. We're going to release this amount of this player into the game to be packed in the next however long. I don't know. But there have been some instances of that over the years that seem like it's more than a coincidence. But I highly doubt we're going to find out how those kind of things work, unfortunately. Alex, that's kind of mad, isn't it? Ooh. Right, Courtois would get full chem. Romero, I don't think would actually help us. No, he would lose as a chem point. Laudrup. We could potentially move Mariona to centre mid. We would then lose a Real Madrid dot. We would lose a Spanish dot. But we don't need them. So Courtois would get us full chem. On him. Laudrup with incisive plus as well. Still does my head in that they give him trickster, but they don't give him 5-star skills. I think those are the kind of... Like, that's not a conspiracy. That's just something that frustrates me. How can somebody do trickster flicks, but they can't do a McGeady spin? Where's the logic there? Seems so stupid. I'm gonna go down this route. That loses us 3 chem. That gains us 4 chem. Where have we gained a chem point there? He's not gone up. She's not gone up. Who was not on full that now is. Pedro Porro gets the Prem dot. Okay. So really, we're now looking for someone like Courtois to appear again, or we want a French La Liga manager. Oh, that wouldn't even be enough. A Slovenian D1 Arcama manager. Quite niche, what I require here. Just a little bit niche. Saka. Here we go then. Oh, I tell you what. A Chinese D1 Arcama manager. So I now have the choice. Who do I think would be more important to have on full chem? Diani or Oblak? Is it really going to make any difference when they're going from 2 to 3 chem? Probably not a noticeable one. I'll go with my goalie because I'm not in control of him, whereas I'm in control of Diani. And so my playing ability could potentially make up for that lack of chem boost, whereas I can't do that in goal. I think they should do special cards where they're numbered 1 out of 50, say. Proper unique. Yeah, but the problem with that is that then it just goes to all the people that can buy all the store packs. So it's just... It's just a pay-to-win thing. I mean, to be fair, it could be cool if it didn't really make any difference, if it was just a cosmetic thing. Right? That player would be worth more on the market if you sold them. But in reality, the card plays exactly the same. So yeah, they could do something that throughout the next week, we're going to release 100 Dianis onto the market that have a different card design. It's exactly the same in terms of stats and everything like that, but it's a different card design and they're numbered 1 through 100 and it's just a collector thing to say that you managed to get hold of that card. And it could just be completely random. Boosted stats to it completely ruin it because then it would just be a pay-to-win thing. Whereas if they just look cool, hey, if you pack it and you don't care about packing a limited Diani, you can sell it and you'll probably make a much higher amount of coins than a base card because there will be people out there that want to try and collect like a full limited set or something like that for their team. Just so they can flex. But it shouldn't be a different card. It should play exactly the same. That could be fun. Maybe there's a world that they do it at like the end of the week. Right? So let's say these new cards, I didn't get any in this draft, but these new UEFA Primetime cards, it could be that at the end of their release period, like this first week of them being out, oh, idiot. They randomly select 100 of these cards and give them that after the fact. Or, again, they do it when you are packing them. But I don't hate the idea if they don't have any stat boosts. If they are the same, but they just have a different design, and it's like a collector's thing. Yeah. Not bad. Because you know that then they could sell those kind of Evo cosmetics in the store. I'm really surprised right now. What on earth has happened here? I'm really surprised that when you go to the store... What is this? Oh, Into Deeper Depths pack. Does that give you SP? No. God, some of these are spenny. A loan for 5 matches. I could actually open that and see if I get a banger loan to do a review on, because I want to review at least one of these cards. But I'm surprised that they don't have Evo cosmetics in the store. Surely that would be a massive, massive monetization strategy. I mean, I guess they sort of do because they appear in Evos. And you go to, like, cosmetics here and you can buy this World Tour one. Or maybe not that. That's a bad example because that changes it and gives it extra chemistry. Scream, right? That doesn't get you any extra chem. It doesn't get you the 99 temporary stat. It's 35,000 coins to buy that is mental. But 200 points, there are so many people out there that will have paid 200 points to get a Scream Cosmetic Evo to put on their favourite player. They could do that all the time. And they would make so much money from it. It's crazy. So yeah, this is the same as having it in the store. Yeah. I forgot that this section sort of existed. But there's only 2. They could make unique stuff that is only available via purchasing. And you go into like high-level Div Rivals and Champs and stuff and see how many people are running that cosmetic card. It would be so high. And yes, it's the equivalent of skins in other games. I've said this for years that if you're getting like a season pass, a battle pass of some kind, and you can start to sell cosmetic stuff, you then don't need to sell as many packs, and the game can potentially also become free to play because so much of your money is going to come from the cosmetic stuff and the season pass stuff. I wonder when we get this open world thing in like FC28, I wonder if their plan is to be free to play by that point, because so much cosmetic stuff will go on the open world stuff. Like you'll be able to buy outfits for your guy, right? Different cosmetic stuff, hairstyles, boots, all of these things. You might be able to customize, like, I don't know, if you get a living space in it, you'll be able to buy stuff for that. And they'll be able to monetize all of it. I wonder. I wonder if that's what they'll end up doing. Right, I'm going to buy that nano pack in the hopes that, one, we either pack something great in it, which is very, very unlikely, or that we get a good loan for a video. Have they fixed the matchmaking yet? I haven't had any matchmaking problems, so I unfortunately don't know what you're referring to. Right. Okay. Untradeable dupe, surely. Martinelli, sure. Right. Come on then. 1 of 5. Do we get anything worth doing a review on? First one. No. Second one. Depends on if he's got any value. How much is Gordon? But NBA 2K have that where you buy clothes and still charge you for the game. It's true. Oh my good god, this card is 400k. 420k as of 4 minutes ago. For a left winger with 3-star skills. 4-star weak foot. He can play on the right, but not up front, even though he's played up front this season. Pace is great. Shooting's great. Passing is not. His long passing is shocking. His balance is poor. His other dribbling stats are good. Finesse is good. Whip pass is bang average. No tiki-taka, no incisive, no ping pass, no low driven. Technical's good. Rapid and quick step plus. That's mental that he costs that much. I was fully expecting him to come in at 75k. So I thought, oh yeah, that one might be worth doing a video on, but wow. Okay, this needs to be an absolute monster then to top Gordon, and we will probably do a review of his card. See, Harrislin looks... He can play up front as well. He's also got 4-star skills. His dribbling is way better. His passing is also more well-rounded. His pace is a little bit less. He has really nice play styles. Yet, he probably costs nothing. Harrislin is 45k. And the final one, Aaron's. Well, Anthony Gordon it is then. And we get a big, big boy. The Premier League tax is crazy. Look at this price for him. I mean, surely if there's 415, that is madness. I mean, I'm down to review him. Where can I play with this card, though, to review him that won't take down his loans nowadays? Is it only playing against a friend? Now that friendlies don't exist? He'll go down in all of these. He'll go down in all of those. He'll go down in those. He'd go down in that. He'd go down in those. I think it's only really play a friend. So either we play 3 games with him and review him in that, or we randomly invite people and see if anyone wants to play later, or tomorrow morning or something, whenever we want to do the review. That's a bit of a downside of them removing friendlies. Which I know is arguably better for how objectives and everything work, but in this niche scenario, it's not ideal for me. Maybe we do just do a couple of games. I mean, how many rounds is the tournament? 3 rounds. Max Chem. What are the rules? Oh, it's 86 and higher, max 2. We could try and win this tournament with him. And that's what we use for the review. Remove rush wins and losses from the FUT record. It's annoying. I don't even ever look at my record nowadays. But I guess for people that care about it, it should be separated by modes, shouldn't it, really? It's a bit silly that it isn't. Right, I'm gonna oh god, I'm gonna have to play a different formation though. What the hell do I even play? Something that I don't use in order to try him out? Do we go back to trying a 4-3-3-4? Or do we go for something like that we tried to use before, so at least I have a little bit of experience with it? I don't know. What are his roles? Inside forward ++ on the wing, but not as a left mid. So we're going to have to use him as a winger. We could try out... We could maybe try out 4-2-1-3 and see how he performs there. Where can you play? Left mid, cam striker. Your left back, centre mid. We might have to, unfortunately, lose Kachawi to make this work. Get rid of these two. Right wing. Oh wait, no. We need to look at the ratings, don't we? We're only allowed 2 players that are 86 or higher. Like what am I looking at? What am I thinking? So we need to get rid of basically all of these. And we'll see if he stands out. Get rid of Sam. Okay. So what can we build around him? Pickford. Ex-teammate. Right back. I mean, you're Prem, so we can try you out. Centre backs, 85 or below. I mean, Krejci could end up being one of our CDMs. Please, can I play your champs? You break your controller. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do that, I'm afraid. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You'll pay me. It probably wouldn't be enough to warrant the time that it would take, unfortunately. You'd get 3 chem. We could put Vivian in again. Vivian's been good whenever I've used him. CDM. Fornals is an option. Again, Krejci, he'd only get 1 chem. But with 1 more prem, he'd go up to 2. So we could go like Gravenberch. Cobby. Also an option. That'd be good. And then La Liga. Have we got anything to... yeah. Get some Griezmann chem. I mean, that's not bad, but he's too high rated. Fornals can also play right wing. Okay. Not sure what I'd think about that. Huh. Dolan. Jensen for women's Atletico. Pepe I've used before and he's actually been okay. That is an option. And as a winger, he has just got the pace. We could go with Pepe. And then up front to finish it off. Someone 85 or below. EC with 99 shooting. Is certainly an option, isn't he? Jean-Philippe. I mean, he's double 3-star. He does have low driven. Mateta would get Griezmann onto full chem. Ivan Romero, I think, is also double 3. Yeah, I don't know why they love so many double 3-star players this year for objectives and stuff. It's bizarre. Mateta. Maybe we give some Mateta love. What is this from Sheriff? Star Performer is a new concept coming soon. Starting in Season 2, after select special match weeks, the most exceptional UEFA performances will be eligible for a Star Performer item. So, basically like a UEFA Team of the Week. The first Star Performer release will highlight the most recent UEFA match week and will be available Saturday, November 8th, 6 PM GMT, for 48 hours only. So like a Flash SBC? Is how I'm reading that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, I like it. I'm very intrigued to see exactly how that's going to work in terms of do they only release like one per match week or anything like that? And if so, is it just going to be from like the most like hyped game? So like if Liverpool Real Madrid, for example, it would be Conor Bradley. Is there a world Conor Bradley is getting an SBC tomorrow for 2 days of some kind of UEFA Star Performer or something along those lines? Maybe. Maybe. I also need to very quickly look here at my cams. Oh my god, why didn't I look at that before? Rodrigo is obviously an option out here, too. We should just go with that. We should just go with that. And then I could do Militao, and that'd get me one extra chem. and then we're only short on chemistry on Krejci. So if I really wanted to, if I have a Czech Republic manager, which I randomly believe that I do, because I swear I mentioned it the other day. I think I bought one to get him more chem for the video. Yeah. We get 33 chem. Oh, there we go. That's a lot better. So that's the team that we're going to use to try and win the tournament on our first go, and to review this 400,000 coin Anthony Gordon, which I still can't believe he's that expensive. It's crazy. Ideally, we'd get that review out for tomorrow, maybe tomorrow morning. It depends if I'm going to record it tonight. I need to cut my hair, and so I might go and do that now. I need to do it either tonight or tomorrow morning. I need to decide whether I want to do the review first or the trim. Maybe the trim so I look better for the review. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. I guess that's probably the right way round to do it, isn't it? So, in terms of streams over the weekend, I'm out tomorrow evening. But I might stream before that. Because I think I'm going out at like 6:30 tomorrow. So obviously the stream would then have to happen during like the football and stuff like that. But it would mean that we could maybe get some of our champs done and everything like that. On Sunday, I'm going to do Man City Liverpool as a watch along on the football channels, but I'll also do probably like the rest of my champs. So I think we get the Gordon video out tomorrow morning. Or maybe like midday tomorrow, something like that. And if I'm going to stream, we'll stream in the afternoon for a few hours. And we'll probably do objectives/champs. I think that's how we go about things. So there's your rough timeline for the next couple of days. There might be a world where I go and buy a couple of the other players and do reviews on them as well. Just try them out. For example, like an Esteval. Because he does look fun. He doesn't look unbelievable, but he does look pretty solid. So that is also an option. And I guess other ones that anyone might be interested in. I'll see what's popping in terms of the trending cards on Futbin and FutGG. And if there's some that are near to the top that feel like they are affordable enough that we can go and test them out, then we'll do it. I feel like we were pretty fortunate with that Gordon pull in the loan. Although a lot of these cards are expensive. I know they've been out like only for an hour, but look at this, right? Esteval 360k, De Rossi's 2.8 mil, Yamal 4 mil, Bonnie 200k, 4 mil, 150, 350, over 600k for Nmecha. Rios, 210k. Gulli, ironically one of the heroes, is one of the cheapest cards. Kone, 150. Saliba, 1.5. Edo Militao, 1.2. Even Hoyland's over 100k. Igor Jesus is cheap. Gakpo's nearly 500,000. Barcolo's over 500,000. Rodriguez is cheap. Salgado's 500,000. Gordon, 400k. Ian Martson's nearly 200k. Jesus. This man's 50k. Wow. Some very, very expensive cards. So I'll have a look over the weekend, I think. You played me the other day? Well, hopefully you had a wonderfully enjoyable time. I don't really know what to say to that. If you have enjoyed today's stream, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for daily streams, shorts, and videos with that Anthony Gordon review being the next upload coming your way. If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, and you want to see more content, you can follow, and that would be amazing. I will also be doing short-form versions of these reviews, like a 60-second review of Gordon will go up on like TikTok and stuff like that. And if you want to see the full in-depth review, of course, you can watch the full YouTube video. So that is going to be that for me today. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And good timing. Enjoy the Friday night football. I'm going to have to go and look at see which neighbour is putting all the fireworks shows on. Enjoy the football over the weekend. Hopefully I'll see you for tomorrow's upload and for any streams we do over the weekend. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream. Thank you anyone that liked, subscribed, became a member, Twitch subbed, etc. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys soon. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.